What is up, everybody? This is Rocket TV here, and welcome to another episode of Soul Hunters. Oh yeah. So, today, some cool patch update news. I believe the servers will be going down at 11:30 Pacific Standard Time. So if you're watching this on the 20th, then know that by the 21st, the patch will have came out. But we should be getting a new feature called the Hall of Legends. No word specifically on what that will entail yet, but I will be putting up a video tomorrow highlighting the Hall of Legends, so keep an eye out for that. It looks like Gizmo and Crusher will have their Soul Stones in the Hall of Legends shop, and then the Crusher card in Soul Stones will be in Diamond Chest. On top of that, Arachna's getting a buff to her ultimate. Some of Athera's abilities are getting some bugs fixed, or her dimensional shift ability. Celine is having both her Celestial Ray and her Crescent Burst, so she's one of the only people I actually have. Let's see here. I don't have her all the way upgraded. So Celestial Ray being her ultimate, that's going to get upgraded. So remember, it does 25 per level now. We'll see if it does more per level or if it just has a higher base. 15.2. And then Crescent Burst. So that's her stun skill. 540 plus 7. So, or 7.2 it looks like. So we'll see if how much those get buffed by. On top, Baltor's abilities are going to all have lifesteal, it appears. Pardon me. And it looks like Jasmine's Illuminate ability is having a little wording fixed. I'm just reading right off of the patch notes here. I didn't cover exactly everything on here, but there will be a link down in the description to those patch notes if you want to take a look for yourself. So I know myself, I am going to probably go directly for Gizmo. I could use another solid AP or magic person, so I think that's what I'm going to do. But today, I think just going to do some arena here. I'll show you some replays. Let's fight somebody. Okay, this is Enrique. Usually gives the teams that I've been putting together a little bit. So let's see, we've got all physical and some haste, armor debuffage. Okay. So let's see if we can put together a team that might work well. Let's try taking out Riley, put in Drago. Actually, then let's put Riley back in instead of Leah. Who knows if this will actually work. But hopefully, Alana will have some time to charge her ult with those 3 front lines, and then Riley can hopefully do enough AoE damage that Alana will be able to... Wow. Alana is taking just way too much damage. She is going to die here on the next attack. That was not effective whatsoever. So that's exactly what you don't want to have happen. Oh, man. I wasn't really expecting to win this anyways. Probably should have gone with a magic team. I mean, shoot. They just have a Leon sitting there. But that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to get Gizmo. I do not have a very effective magic composition at the moment, so I could really use some upgrades to that formation. Okay, going down bad. Awesome. So maybe we'll try another battle here in 9 minutes. Let's take a look at some of the previous fights today. So Cold and I here, we trade a lot of spots. Well, let's just start with this first one here. So that's Cold on the right with the Leon, Ulfang, Leah, Ariel, Gale combo. Aerial is usually one of the tougher parts of this combination for me. By the time that Gale and Leah are starting to pump out some major damage, my Leon can usually have a ult up to at least partially absorb that. But if or when Ariel gets her ult off, and you'll see it here in just a little bit, that can be pretty devastating. So yeah, the Leon ults to pretty much absorb Gale's ult. Fortunately, Alana has her shield up and is able to survive, and then she's going to go in and ult Gale right as the first arrow is about to hit her. Shield back up and pow. Cool. So you can see some damage output here that Leah and Ariel doing the most damage for the opposing team on the right there, with Riley, Alana, and Gale all putting out some pretty decent numbers for my team. All right, now here was well, it looks like pretty much the same team, so you'll see things go a little bit differently this time. We got the 3 frontliners. I've been trying to try out a few different formations here. I don't technically like stacking 3 people on the front line, but you can see there Leon ults and then Drago ults into him and Gale ults, and that's just terrible. Right as Alana is in the middle of her ults, Ariel ults, it's just pretty much chaos, and this is how things can go down. Just an absolute right. Pulling up the details, as you'd expect. Ariel and Leah leading the way there. Alright, here's another defense. So I still got that front 3 line going. This is almost or pretty similar, except for with, instead of Ariel, we have that Slim there. Oh gosh. Sadly, I can't even remember if is there an Ulfang? I think there was an Ulfang in the last matchup. Ulfang's one of those people I really want to get, but at the same time, just not willing to put in all the resources. I only have him at purple +1. And I'm kind of feeling like getting that Blood Spear. You know, even though he might not be that useful for Arena, whereas Ulfang is pretty darn good in Arena. Okay, yeah, the ults into ults. And then, yeah, it's working out pretty good for me. When Riley has a chance to start jumping around like that, there's not... Yeah, and you can see there, she gets top numbers. And not only that, but she's also doing the CC. She has her push and her stun. It's just really powerful. And here I attacked, looks like one of the elders in the guild here, Jin, or Jean, or Genie, I don't know. He has a very stally team comp. I know earlier in the day, or maybe it was yesterday, I tried attacking this team, and I put in a little bit more defense. I think I probably had Drago in instead of Riley, but with that, with the Flora, the Leon, and Lucius, it's really tough to output enough damage with only 3 people I'm DPSing. So see there, boom. That was really good timing on Flora's ults. That could have spelled disaster. It stopped Alana from killing Drago. And then Drago gets the shield, and he's the best target for the shield, or he at least gets the most utility or HP out of it because of his high resistances. And it doesn't show the timer, but we do have, at this point I know it's getting down to 5-second range, I believe is how much time was left on the clock. So that one was almost enough, even with Riley, Leah, Alana, and Gale. That was almost enough to cause a stall out. Here, tried a different formation, kind of a slightly stally-ish formation. I put the Leon and Drago up front, and then Dokris, or Dokris, gosh, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, on the midline. And so he did root Riley, which is awesome, and then he gets off a big ult, which crits Gale back there. That's what you shouldn't expect, but be glad to get from him. You know, that's him working his magic. You know, that's not going to happen every time, and it works into a pretty good win right here. So you can see Gale being the big damager right there. Then let's see, here comes Jin back, and he is going to trounce. Although, if I remember correctly, there is, again, and I've had this problem with my Alana, which is why I really wanted to get to that 6 and 7 star mark, but where she'll be either going in for the ult or just about to ult, and then she'll die before she can get her attacks off. So I think she's going to zoom in. She's going to put up his wall right here. No, shoot. Okay, maybe I'm not remembering this correctly. So she does get the kill and puts up her shield. Now Dokris is down. Now she's getting the Leon shield. And she's going in for the kill. She gets the kill. But she's silenced and can't put up her shield. Yeah, that'll do it. See there, even with the Leon, Leah is still able to get in there and do a lot of work, especially with an Enrique. Okay. Well, shoot. Let's see. We got 32 seconds. So, view one more match here. Let's watch here a different matchup. This one, he's going with a little bit of a different lineup. A solo Riley up front. And it's pretty dangerous in the current meta, at least on this server. And you can see there, again, Dokris getting that roots off on Riley, which is just brutal. Just really shuts her down. Yeah, and from there it's just kind of a wipe. That's Riley solo up front can be difficult. I could see it working against maybe that stall team. If there were three light hitters up front, you can maybe get something like that working, but otherwise not so. Okay, well, here's another person with a slightly different matchup. So how about let's go to the classic route. So I think Leon might get punked here pretty hard. Well, let's see what happens. Against this front line like this, Leon can take some damage pretty quick. Okay, Leon does get his ult off, so that's awesome. Now let's see Okay, and we get their Leon down before he can get his ult off, so that's a huge advantage. And then it looks like Slim is going to go down. This is at least to me looking like a win, but you never know. Riley's ulting. Yeah, cool. Well, hey, that worked out pretty good. Overcame the Ulfang Zerg there. Cool. Well, we'll see how long that this formation lasts. Maybe just go back to the old. Go back to this one. We'll just stick that there and see how well that formation holds up. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I think that's going to do it for me today. Pretty psyched about the upcoming patch. I know that should be cool. I'm looking forward to see what the Hall of Legends is going to look like. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas about what it might be like or anything that you hope you see in there. And we will be back tomorrow with some footage covering that. Until then, enjoy and see ya.